Social scientists confidently recommend presumptive shared parenting to all governments and policymakers based upon current research and evidence. Shared parenting now has enough evidence and support that the burden of proof should fall on those who oppose it rather than those who promote it. The International Council on Shared Parenting is the world's leading organization devoted to the study of shared parenting and the best interests of children after parental separation, and it has held multiple conferences on shared parenting. The Council's goals are: first, the advancement of scientific knowledge on the needs and best interests of children whose parents are living apart, and second, to formulate evidence-based recommendations about the legal, judicial, and practical implementation of shared parenting. The Council has compiled a large database of new research on child and family outcomes in shared parenting families and seeks to integrate this scientific knowledge into family law and professional practice. Its main accomplishment has been the publication of a series of consensus statements about shared parenting and the best interests of children at the conclusion of each of 6 international conferences to date. The most recent at the time of production of this video was May of 2023. See the description portion of this video for any updates. What's unique about the Council is that it brings together 3 distinct groups in dialogue. First, leading scientists who are able to share their current research. Second, leading child and family, legal, and mental health practitioners who share information on best practices with children and families. And third, members of civil society who are actively involved in the politics of law and court reform, all of whom have expert and special knowledge in shared parenting. The conclusions of the International Council on Shared Parenting's 6 conferences are as follows. First, there's a consensus that neither the discretionary best interests of the child standard nor sole custody or primary residence orders are serving the needs of children and families of divorce. Shared parenting is a viable post-divorce parenting arrangement that's optimal to child development and well-being, including for children of high-conflict parents. For positive outcomes in child well-being, children should spend a minimum of 1/3 time with each parent, with additional benefits accruing up to and including 50-50 parenting time, including both weekday, routine, and weekend leisure time. Second, presumptions of shared parenting for all parents living apart should be the law in all jurisdictions. It encompasses both shared parental authority in decision-making and also shared parental responsibility for the day-to-day upbringing and welfare of children. Third, shared parenting now has enough evidence from current research and evidence from social scientists that the burden of proof should fall on those who oppose it rather than those who promote it. Fourth, shared parenting should be recognized by the UN Committee on the Rights of the Child, all governments of all countries, and all professional associations as a fundamental right of the child. There should be a corresponding charter of responsibilities to children's needs in the separation and divorce transition, and that shared parenting responsibility is the best approach for child well-being. It's the responsibility of social institutions, including public and private social welfare institutions, courts of law, administrative authorities, and legislative bodies to support parents in their shared responsibility to address their children's needs in the separation and divorce transition. Fifth, there's a consensus that the lack of responsibility and accountability of social institutions is a significant factor comprising the well-being of children of separation and divorce and their families, and strong accountability structures should be established as soon as possible. Sixth, at the same time, parents bear responsibility for inducing problems such as parental alienation and psychological disorders in children. Parents and professionals should be conscious about parents' attachment styles and motivational beliefs, and it's vital to have professional support to break the cycle of such harmful family patterns and dynamics. Seventh, shared parenting should be a foundation of family law reform. It's optimal to child development and well-being, including high conflict situations, and it serves as protection against first-time family violence. Although it works for the majority of children, it doesn't work with proven family violence and child abuse. There should be a rebuttable legal presumption against shared parenting in family violence cases. 8. It's not a mutually exclusive endeavor to address the issue of family violence and parental alienation subsequent to separation and divorce. Parental alienation is also a form of family violence, and to ignore it places children and family members at risk. 9. Formal and informal social support is vital to the success of shared parenting. The role of social institutions, including public and private social welfare institutions, courts of law, administrative authorities, and legislative bodies in assisting children and families in their transition to shared parenting arrangements, has grave importance to child and family well-being. There's a lot of work to do before the courts in the United States adopt the best practices in family court, as only 6 states have appropriate shared parenting presumptions. Contact National Parents Organization to learn how you can help promote shared parenting in your state. The entire proceedings of the conference are available on the ICSP website, twohomes.org, for downloading at a minimal cost for new registrants. Written by the International Council on Shared Parenting and produced by the Law Center, the creator of the Family Court Custody Bootcamp, revolutionizing custody court litigation for self-represented litigants. Click the link in the description portion of this video to learn more about them.